Do you need artificial intelligence at your workplace? Do you need a refresher and then go back to school and learn about AI? Well, you never know. Things are changing really quick in the corporate landscape. Matt Rosen, CEO, founder of Aleta. Again, real quick, Matt, Aleta, describe it real quick.
Yes, Aleta is a technology consulting firm that does everything from strategy and building software products to doing a lot with data and then helping companies really adopt AI.
We hear in the news all the time, artificial intelligence, AI here and there, and job losses expect. Okay, so who needs to go back to junior college or go online and take a course on AI, and what do you learn?
You know, the good news is I don't think you have to go back to school to study AI. There's lots of resources out there that are free. You know, you can go to the Google site and take a 10-hour course and become at least proficient and knowledgeable about what it is. But I think, you know, for most knowledge workers, anyone who's sitting behind a desk at a computer, even people who are out in the field using computers or smartphones, they're going to need to have some basic knowledge. It's going to be incumbent upon a lot of the organizations they work for to, you know, come up with some level of AI training and AI literacy, and, you know, help them select a set of tools and set goals for them, because this is a technology that's going to be part of our daily lives and one that can't be ignored. But both employers and employees alike are going to have to embrace some level of training and literacy to take advantage of this new technology.
I would imagine anything, any job in the creative field, anything that require writing or editing would be subject to AI getting rid of their jobs. At the moment, like top of mind, would you be able to describe other skill sets or professions? Who's losing jobs to AI these days?
Yeah, so with every technology revolution, people are worried their jobs are going to go away, and the jobs usually change. But ones that, you know, are at serious risk are things like customer service agents, or, you know, paralegals, or anyone who's doing research. Those are some jobs that are at risk because AI is great at automating tasks. It's great at creating insights out of vast amounts of data, and it's great at creating starting points. For instance, you know, I have an interview later today, and I needed 10 questions to send to the fellow at the Dallas Business Journal who's interviewing me. And I asked AI, and within, you know, about 10 minutes, I had a nice list, but I still had to go through and edit it and make it my own. So we are big believers at Aleta of having a human in the loop. And whatever AI generates, there still needs to be a person to review it, to check it, to make it better. But AI does provide a very sound starting point for a lot of different things. And so our software developers are actually using AI to help them be more productive in coding. They're able to generate 50% more code because AI does a lot of the base level tasks that frankly aren't very exciting for developers.
Do you know if this software is already being used at high school level, maybe before high school, where the kids are already used to throwing a batch of information, getting something at the other end, and then beginning to edit and refine that?
You know, I think it's still slow adoption, and from what I can tell, within, you know, public and private schools, you know, in the elementary and, you know, high school levels. I think most colleges are now offering AI courses. It's becoming an integral part of a computer science or software engineering degree. In fact, you go online, most colleges have an AI program. In fact, if you want to go and take a 4 to 6 week program, a lot of the colleges like MIT and Harvard offer them. You know, I've got eighth grader and fifth grader, and they're not supposed to use ChatGPT, but I would bet there's a fair amount of kids that are out there doing it, because I do think we still need kids to learn how to learn and not have AI do all the problems solving for them, because ultimately the jobs of the future are going to be very much about soft skills, about critical thinking, about problem solving. And so a lot of education is geared at training people in those skills, and we can't have that go away and have a computer do everything for us.
No, I understand, but still, the future will be conquered by the country or civilization that can master everything from coding, software, writing, and the use of all this technology. And I don't know, I see a place for at the very least, learning how to use ChatGPT or other similar software somehow in junior high, high school. They master that skill set as part of the greater experience of writing software and programming and coding, all that. I would hope that our nation is the leader of that and not China or anybody else.
I would hope so as well. And I think, while we're looking at regulating AI to some extent, I think we do need to be teaching it
Yes.
at a somewhat young age, once people understand some of the basics of English and math. So I'm not suggesting that it doesn't get taught at all. I'm just suggesting that make sure people know some of the basic skills before asking AI every question and not knowing how it got to that answer. But ultimately, it's the data that's a differentiator. Kind of what you put in is what you get out. And I definitely agree that learning how to use ChatGPT and learning how to write prompts and being able to converse back and forth with it is a very important skill set. It's one I've been trying to develop over the last 18 months.
Yeah.
In fact, when ChatGPT came out, we literally took 10% of our workforce and said, hey, go figure out how AI is both going to impact us as a firm and how it's going to impact us as a client, so that we could get ahead of the curve, because that's a lot of what we do these days, is advising clients of, hey, you have all these different business functions and things you do. How can AI help, and where is it relevant, where is it not?
Thank you, Matt. Where can folks find you online, brother?
Yeah, they can find me at www.aleda.com. We got lots of information about AI out there you can download. You can also look me up on LinkedIn, Matt Rosen Aleda. You'll find me. Thanks for having me on the show this morning, Sergio.
Alata. That's Aleda. Matt Rosen. Thanks, Matt.